Every Monday, 5 links about Kubernetes, OpenShift, CI/CD and DevOps. Happy New Year, everyone! This week we are taking a look at what's going on in the world of Kubernetes in 2021. The biggest news last month was the release of Kubernetes 1.20, and of course, that brought the deprecation of Docker shim. These news were unfortunately somehow misinterpreted by the community, and Kelsey Hightower himself had to come out and explain to people that everything was alright. In short, you should only be concerned if your workflow involves talking to the Docker socket, for example, in a Docker in Docker scenario. Otherwise, your Docker files and your containers are still valid and good to go. So please don't worry. But of course, this was not the only change in Kubernetes 1.2. Among those we can mention volume snapshot operations on supported providers, kubectl debug going into beta mode, the re-implementation of the IPv4 and IPv6 dual stack, and the support for graceful node shutdowns going to alpha right now. This blog post on the official Kubernetes blog brings all the information you need about Kubernetes 1.20. Was it resources spec label or label spec resources, or We've all been there, and we all know how hard it can be to get your YAML right. But these days we can use Catch to deploy our applications without having to write any YAML. Sayam Patak from Sivo wrote a very nice blog post about it. Not everybody knows that kubectl has a great plugin architecture. So to learn all about it, you can read this article by Arthur Busser from Paddock. Not only it contains all the information you need about plugins, there are also quite a few nice recommendations of plugins to install. And the tool of the week is the K3D extension for Visual Studio Code, so that you can start and stop your clusters directly from your favorite editor. So, what about you? Are you going to migrate to Kubernetes 1.20? Do you use any kubectl plugins? Would you like to share some kubectl plugins with the community? Get in touch with us, leaving a comment below. And as usual, subscribe, like and share. And see you next week for a new edition of VSHN.timer.